Guardians of Dominion, Zeus is sending you an early battlefield warning. Adam is not just another marksman, his kit may push physical damage dealers into a completely new direction. But one hidden mechanic will decide if he becomes meta or just another countered hero. Watch this carefully. Hero Wars just released the image of the new hero, Adam, and I have to say it right away, this hero looks extremely promising. As we discussed in previous content, April and May feel like the months where big shifts happen in Hero Wars. We already expected changes, but now, with Adam revealed, I really believe this hero has the potential to push the meta in a new direction, especially toward physical damage dealers. Of course, we still need testing, numbers, and real battles before we can say anything with full confidence, but just from the first look at his skills, Adam already looks like a serious threat. So let's take a closer look at this new hero and try to understand why he may become so important. First, Adam has a unique weapon that gives physical attack, the Book of Illusions that gives health and dodge, and a ring of agility. This already tells us a lot about his design. He is a marksman, but he is not built like a simple backline damage dealer who only stands there and shoots. He has damage, he has survivability, and most importantly, he has dodge mechanics built into his kit. And this is where things start to become interesting. His first skill fires a tracking shot at the nearest enemy, who does not have the hunter mask. The skill applies the hunter mask and deals damage. If the marked target dies, the mark resets. Right now, this skill is still not completely clear. We need to see exactly how it works in practice. We also do not know how much damage this skill will deal, and that number is very important. But the idea is clear, Adam marks enemies, and that mark becomes the foundation for the rest of his damage. Then we have his second skill, the green skill. Adam fires 3 shots at the nearest enemy, and those shots ricochet to enemies with the hunter mark. This reminds me a little bit of Kira, because Kira's basic attacks can ricochet through enemies. But Adam's version works differently. In his case, the ricochet depends on the hunter mark. If the enemy has the mark, the shots can bounce to them. So Adam is not just randomly hitting everyone. He is building pressure through his marks, and then using those marks to spread damage. And here comes the biggest question. Can Sebastian clear the hunter mark or not? If Sebastian can remove the hunter mark, then Sebastian may become one of the main counters to Adam. But if Sebastian cannot clear it, then Adam becomes much more dangerous. Because once those marks start spreading, his damage can become very hard to control. This is one of the first things I want to test when we get access to him. Now let's move to the third skill, Reactive Screen. Every 10 seconds, when Adam takes damage, he deploys a smoke screen. Inside the smoke screen, he gains additional dodge and can evade all damage types. And this is the reason why I didn't spend too much time earlier talking only about the Book of Illusions giving dodge. Because Adam's dodge is not just a simple stat on his items. His third skill improves it and turns it into something much more dangerous. He has built-in dodge, but when Reactive Screen activates, he gains even more dodge, and the important part is this, he can evade all damage types. Not only physical damage. Not only basic attacks. Adam can evade magic damage and even pure damage. That is huge. This makes the skill feel similar to Ishmael in some ways, but also like an upgraded version in one very important area. Ishmael can dodge many dangerous attacks, but he cannot evade pure damage. Adam, based on this skill description, can evade even pure damage. That means heroes who usually bypass armor and magic defense may still struggle against him if this smoke screen is active. And because the skill can activate every 10 seconds when Adam takes damage, this is not a small defensive bonus. This can become a repeated survival tool during the battle. If Adam keeps triggering this skill, he may become very difficult to kill, especially if he is protected by the right team. Then we have his final skill, Adaptive Caliber. If Adam fails to fully penetrate the enemy's armor, he gains armor penetration. But if he fully penetrates the target's armor, he gains physical attack instead. These effects stack until the end of the battle. This is another very important part of his kit. From my understanding, this is not just a one-time bonus. It looks like the skill can activate again and again, which means Adam's power can grow during the battle. First, he stacks armor penetration until he can break through the enemy's armor. Then, once he has enough penetration, he starts stacking physical attack instead. So if you do not kill Adam early, his threat level may keep rising. Just imagine how dangerous this can become. He has dodge. He can avoid all types of damage during the smoke screen. He can build armor penetration over time. And after that, he can start adding more physical attack. That means the longer the battle goes, the stronger Adam may become. But here, the numbers are everything. How much armor penetration does he gain? How much physical attack does he gain? If the numbers are small, then maybe he will be strong but balanced. But if these stacks are high, something like 20,000 or 30,000 over time, then we may be looking at a new meta hero. At this point, we cannot confirm that yet. We need the actual numbers. We need testing. We need to see him in real battles against current meta teams. But just from the skill design, Adam already has the tools to become a major force. The official image also shows some heroes connected with him. We can see Lyria, Polaris, Electra, Fafnir, and Sebastian. Fafnir and Sebastian make sense immediately. That synergy is easy to understand. Adam is a physical damage dealer, so Sebastian can support him with critical hit potential and protection, while Fafnir can protect agility heroes and increase their damage pressure. With those two heroes, Adam may become very dangerous in physical teams. Lyria is also interesting. She may work both as a synergy option and as a possible counter, especially because of her interaction with dodge. But Adam is positioned in the backline, so the real question is how much impact Lyria will actually have against him. This is something we need to test carefully before making conclusions. The part that is less clear to me is Polaris and Electra. Adam is a physical attacker. His kit is built around physical attack, armor penetration, dodge, and marks. So at first glance, I don't fully understand why Polaris and Electra are shown as synergy options. Maybe there is something in the mechanics that we are missing. Maybe there is a special interaction that becomes clear only in battle. Or maybe the image is pointing toward team combinations that are not obvious yet. For now, I don't want to judge that part too early. We will need to test it and see how these heroes actually work with Adam. But overall, Adam looks very promising. He has damage potential, scaling power, dodge, survival tools, and a marking system that may allow him to spread pressure across the enemy team. If his numbers are strong, and if Hunter Mark cannot be easily removed, then Adam may really push the meta in a new direction. So for now, my first impression is clear: Adam has serious potential, and I do believe he can change the meta. Now we just need to test him, find the right teams, discover his counters, and see how dangerous this new hero truly is. So this is my first look at Adam, and the potential is clear. His Hunter Mark, dodge, and stacking armor penetration can make him extremely dangerous if the numbers are strong. Now I want to hear your opinion. Will Adam become the next meta hero, or do you already see a counter? If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, And turn on notifications for the next tests and team ideas. Test smart, prepare early, and stay ahead of the meta. Salute and friendship.